Alright, so what's up, everyone? Today, I just want to talk about stuff that I've been doing with Sub-Zero, because I've been playing them a whole lot, and I just want to discuss some of like the strategies or like, I guess like combos that I'm doing with Sub. Now you do have to keep in mind that Sub does less damage than most of the cast, and is a little slower in some aspects, and you're really obvious with your main string, which is your main launcher is this. So, you're gonna it's like they're gonna eventually, like, people are gonna figure out that they can just block it. So you gotta figure out ways to get into this. But if you can get that out, then you're golden. Which is the main thing I want to say. So I want to talk about it a little bit about what I've been doing. With these to guarantee this overhead, because I don't see a lot of Sub-Zero players. This is about 30%, by the way, this combo. Oh, if I don't drop it. You want to wait till they're about head level generally, if you're going to go for the second one of the overheads right here. So just wait for their about head level, and then yeah. Sorry, I'll do the full combo here so I can show you exactly how much damage it does. Well, okay, well, I fucked it up there, but you can see that it does 28% off that. Usually it does about 30%. So, I'm just fumbling, I guess, right now. I don't know what I'm doing, why I'm fumbling it, but it's fine. But usually, what you want to be doing, generally, is you're going to want to use your back two. So your spine tap, this, you're going to want to use it twice. Wait for them to fall. And then about head level and swing again. So it looks something like this. You're gonna use it twice. You're gonna wait, and you're gonna get them twice like that. So the opponent will either have to break on that, or they're gonna have to break on it, or they're just gonna like let you go through with it, because Sub-Zero doesn't do it. Generally, Sub-Zero doesn't do a lot of damage, and I feel like people aren't used to seeing him right now online. So. Keep fucking on my own combo. Okay, so after you do the double spine tap, you're gonna want to go into your jumping. I believe it's called it's something mace. I don't remember the exact name of it. Menacing mace, right here. You're gonna go into menacing mace. That'll provide you with your pop up, or they rebounce. So once they rebounce, you're gonna go into another string. So you just want to go and link that together. You're going to do double spine taps and a menacing mace, and you are doing some pretty okay damage. Like I said, Sub-Zero's not doing anything crazy right now. Like I said, you gotta make sure they get around head level when they're falling before you start swinging, or that can happen. So yeah, you want to go into menacing mace. And then what I like to personally do is I like to go into frozen over, this string right here, and then so it ends up looking like something like this. All right, hold on, if I don't fuck it up, something like that. And then you're gonna end it all with a slide. Now, I believe some people are probably doing more advanced stuff than this, but this is just what I'm doing, and it seems to be working out pretty well. You're gonna want to end it with your slide. Your ice slide, your back forward 3. So you want to go something like this. And that's 30%. Now, even if you can't, if you can't get this overhead, that's where your cameo starts to come into play. I like using Sub-Zero and or Frost in this scenario because it allows you to open them up for this move. So if they're blocking and they're blocking high, you want to go for the low. Well, the low you can do is back 3 cameo, or back X or A, depending on what console you're on. So you want to do back 3 cameo. So something like this. You start them up. There you go. Now they started the string. That way, they don't have a reaction to it, and you can mix them up a little bit with what you're gonna do, because they never know if you're gonna start your string with a high-low or a high-low or an overhead. And then secondly, the other string I want to talk about is most important is if you're just gonna go off a punish, you can get this off pretty quickly. So what you want to do off this is not calling your cameo, even though you could. If you have somebody like Serena, if you choose to go that route, be wary of that. But if you choose to go that route, you could. You want to go from this into your freeze. I believe it's called deadly vapors. Yep. So you want to go, but you want to amp it. So the only downside of this mid string is that you do have to amp a deadly vapors off this. But it can it gets you about 1% more on your combo, which is kind of sad for this character, because I feel like Sub-Zero just does significantly less damage on all the other characters at this point. It's kind of sad. The only advantage it really feels like you have a sub is that your mix-up game is pretty good. But so the combo will look something like this. Oh, sorry, let me. Something like that, but I fucked up the slide part. But that is generally what you want to do. Let's see if I can get it exactly here. There you go, 31%. So that's like the best I've gotten. Besides being in the corner and doing stuff with like stuff with this and stuff with the clone, that's the best I've gotten. So you have your overhead, which is very obvious, which a lot of times after a little bit they're gonna start noticing, and they'll notice this one. I believe you can cancel these. Yeah, you could cancel those if you really need to, just for a little mix-up. But a lot of people will start to figure out Sub-Zero has gaps in his strings that they can quickly punish you off of, and these ones can help you out a little bit, if you really need it. But I don't think this one. I don't think the second one can be special canceled. So at least I don't think this one can. Oh no, it can. Okay. But yeah, those are like the main strings I've been using. So, like I said, if you can get them while they're crouching and you can go for the overhead, go for this. But be cautious of doing that. If you can get the low, do this with Frost or Sub-Zero, the Sub-Zero cameo. And yeah, I know it's a pretty short video, but I just wanted to share that. Something help out a little bit. But pretty much you're basically playing off your spinal tap, and your menacing mace. And you guys can probably think of unique or more options in game if you guys can find them. You know, feel free to talk about it in the comments. I'll be listening. I love learning sub. I think sub is very fun, even though he's kind of weak right now. I feel like he does need a little bit of bust, but it's whatever. I can't make anything happen, but I don't know. I've just been having a good time with this character, and I want to see what can happen with him. But yeah, no, that's all, guys, and I hope you guys have a great night. And oh, one last thing right before I go, I just remembered. I will be redoing later on at some other point, probably tomorrow-ish. Redoing my talking and like reviewing of the game, just to be more clever and concise with it, because I was very like around all over the place with my last review, and it caused fucking problems. So yeah, guys, that's all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.